My name is Xavier and welcome to McRunner's malicious malcontents, attempting a jailbreak by force, and not by stealth. We have 4 rebels over here as well as 2 rookies. And we're gonna move up. Let's see where the evac is here. It's not too far away. This would probably be a very easy one to stealth, but the plan here is to see, for balance reasons, how a 5-man squad can handle a very late game. This is a particularly easier mission. It's extremely light after being boosted. Also, a slow-mo 1.3. So yeah, we're gonna run up, move up, shoot stuff, kill them. We'll see how well it works out. And then, hopefully, the game will become a little bit more accessible to these sorts of squads in the very near future. So, tactically speaking, same old deal. Get up there, blow the stuff up, or at least get to the cell, then blow the stuff up. So I'm not like, I don't want to activate back here. Sounds like I hear an Andromedon already. Here comes a hunter drone, probably solo, flying a boot. Yep, there he is. And the Andromedon sounded like he was over here someplace, so I want to avoid that hunter drone. I really don't want to kill it.
Understood. Moving out.
What I do want to do, however, is get as close to the evac as possible. So I think this, what is this? Strategically speaking, this is... Ooh, 3 guys, M3s. That's a really crazy pod. Double sentries.
Okay.
This is in Mexico, and that's... I do want to liberate Mexico, and we're actually planning to do a large, what is it? Get our large vigilance spike via the get attention mission. Oh wow, look at that. Shelves is almost, like, not spotted by the drone, but almost pinned by the drone.
Got it covered.
So that was kind of interesting. Guess we'll come up to this high cover with Mr. K. So it's very important to get these 4 rebels so we can detect Liberation 3 right away. Oh, hello, Andromedon and... Okay. Well, I guess that's how we're gonna spot everything on the map all at once. Wow. Andromedon double snake with a flanked potential reaction shot on a Mr. K. Also, double sentries, M3s, and a captain. Let's get to weather the Overwatch shots here. Actually, I think they were in green a lot. They were in green alert, rather. So yeah, that's not so bad. I don't think that drone activated either. It kind of disappeared. Wow. Very, very fascinating. What do we do here? Well, we're being flanked with Macronova and Mr. K, so that's a huge issue. And Shelves probably doesn't have the best shots in the world. 44, 39, 31. Nope. And we also don't have a lot of cover destruction either. And those sentries are absolute murderers, and we can't take them out. This is fascinating. Where could I grapple to? Looks like only back here, and not anywhere up here for some reason. That makes no sense to me. Why can't I grapple up here? It's closer. Don't know. Well, here's right off the bat, I'm noticing, first off, if I had shinobis and nothing else, this wouldn't have happened. Bringing a gunner with a huge gun with a huge detection radius this late in the game is just crippling. So I think that's something to take note of for a balance. Like, if you're gonna have sneaky stuff, you can't just have guys increasing their vision radius while simultaneously your regular soldiers aren't getting any stealthier and only your stealth soldiers are. So that's kind of a problem. What the heck do I even do here? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. These 2 guys are both in Overwatch. Okay, here's what I want to start out with. We're gonna use a Razor. We're gonna actually do the hacky thing where you can move the blue move. We're gonna end our turn right here in this tile. Actually, no, I think we're gonna end our turn right here in this tile, all the way up there. So just beyond this full cover, standing him in the open, in line of sight of everything except these 2 snakes. We're gonna start our first move by moving back here, though, to pull this Overwatch from this captain. Then I want to come over here like this and kind of micromanage the movements so that I'm watching the indicator for this sentry. This is where we'll see him, and we'll move through that tile into this tile where he'll pull the Overwatch shot. Oh wait, no, I need to pop Fortify first. Alright, now. And in fact, it might even make sense to aid protocol. It absolutely 100% does make sense. Let's use a Macronova Well, no, because I might want to move and smoke because he is being flanked. If I aid protocol, I then have to move with him. So I think Razor can handle this on his own, just with no aid protocol and fortify. So he comes back to pull the first Overwatch. He comes over here, comes here, he comes up here. This is where he'll pull the second Overwatch, both with cover and fortify up. And he'll end his first action right up here in the open. Okay, Overwatch shot number 1. Swing and a miss. Look at him dance! Look at him dance! Ooh, he got hit that time though, even with the cover, and it looks like he got poisoned. 47% hit. Apparently that guy had some kind of, I don't know, sentry or guardian or something, because he got to shoot twice. But it doesn't matter so much, because now Razor's in position. If possible, Razor, burn and eat those clowns. They want to Overwatch you? Fine. Shut them both down. Well, it looks like Razor did indeed set the back one on fire. This one looks like he's not on fire, but again, I cannot tell where this fire is. Is that fire in his tile or not? It's really, really hard to tell. I think so. In which case, Razor just shut down 2 people. He's now standing in the open, mostly immune to crit. Doesn't he have resilience? I can't remember. Regardless, he has smoke to reduce the crit. He has damage control. He has hard target. He'll be fine. Although we do have this sentry here who's going to shoot him, but whatever. He's good. That first sentry didn't even puncture his allet of armor. Now, since everything's already active, and we know that the Andromedon does have grenades, it might make sense here. Let's check our range. We're gonna hit everybody. Okay, let's pop it for the first time ever. It might actually be useful. Incoming. What to do at this point, though, I'm not really sure with Varnik. We could command someone to do something else, or, yeah, we couldn't take that guy out no matter what. Could we take out a snake? If I do, I'm gonna activate a drone, and then it's gonna stun us. It's actually very possible, but he'd be in the doorway, so that's no good. And every other option is just at guys we don't care about. So Varnik's probably gonna command, if anything. I'm really worried about this Andromedon. I can move with Mr. K, but that will probably expose him to the other sentry. Actually, no, it won't, amazingly enough. However, I would really prefer Mr. K to be someplace where he's not so exposed. And quite frankly, there is no such place. Does Mr. K have a free reload? Sadly, no, he doesn't. So I can't hail a bullets command free reload. Wow. And I can only really suppress one of these things. Alright then. I really wish Shelbs could get someplace more useful, but she does actually have cover where she is. And it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense to move in this instance. I mean, you need to just take these things out. So, unfortunately, as much as I don't like this, Shelbs 44% at Nausea Serpents. Okay, swing and a miss. Shelbs still doesn't have rapid fire. But, yeah, 54%. Shelbs credit in the face! Nope, she missed again. Alright. Well, a snake's now going to be an issue. Mr. K could move here, he'll be flanked, but not by anybody who can actually, like, shoot. I'm really worried about this thing. Then again, it has a good shot at Razor, sort of. Well, Razor, I guess, is in cover relative to it, so maybe not. God, those snakes, though, they do so much damage, and I can only suppress one. I could have destroyed the cover with one with Mr. K, but I can still actually technically do that, and then command Shelbs to take a shot and kill a snake. Maybe I should. Oh, I forgot that Varnik has Reaper. Not that it makes any difference, because he doesn't have enough damage to kill anything. Except maybe that snake if he doesn't min roll. You know, those snakes have tons and tons and tons of dodge. Let's check the snake's dodge. With someone who can actually potentially shoot it. How do we see the dodge? Dodge -5. I guess they're not that bad. They're not like the Sidewinders. The only problem is Varnik would then be standing in the open. You know what? I think it makes the most sense to do this. Let's pop a Reaper. First time all campaign, a Varnik, and let's get in there. Actually, is there any other special things we could use? We could use a fallback. No, we don't want to do that. All we want to do here is 93% this snake and pray to the high heavens this actually kills the snake. We need to average roll or crit, but not graze. It's very dangerous. Go for it, Varnik.
They see me.
And I see. Yeah, Varnik, that's a huge help. Holy bananas.
I got it, right?
Very nice, advanced laser sight, boom. Now, we still have an action for which we can slice the other snake. This time we'll be going an even further distance. I suppose it makes sense. Varnik does not have Blade Master. What does he have, though? He has Evasive. There's no reason to stand in the open. I might as well just go all the way in, and then it's possible from there I could even slice the Andromedon or potentially the drone. Or if I come outside, I might not see the drone. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just try doing it over here. Again, this is gonna have to be an average roll or better, but he has longer range. He should hit for more, because he went even further. I guess maybe it's not even one extra movement. I could just conceal and run away, but I don't think that's smart. Varnik, kill the snake, 95%. Gold Pro. Nice, Varnik. Oh. The double loot as well, and including an elite air trigger. Good lord, Varnik. And unfortunately, had I thought about this more, I could have left him outside and he could have commanded someone. But I was assuming that I would activate the drone doing that and I'd have to go fight it. But as it would turn out, see, this would have been great if he had Shadow Strike. Like, that would have been two guaranteed things. I do really like the new Shadow Strike because of that. So I can either stay here with Varnik, or if I want, I could potentially grapple someplace that might get him closer. Actually, let's check this out. Yeah, he could get up here, and from there he might even be able to slice that Andromedon. But what difference does that make? Because he's not going to kill the Andromedon. And he'll probably just activate the drone, and then that'll kill everybody. Well, let's see what his range is right now. It's a whole... he's like, what, 1, 2, 3 or 4 tiles away. If he went up here, he could indeed slice the Andromedon. So the question is... do I want to slice it? Because then I'll be in the open. Probably not. It probably makes more sense, now that Mr. K is no longer being flanked, to simply suppress the Andromedon, and we can deal with it next turn. Meanwhile, I do know there's a drone out here someplace. I don't want it shooting Varnik, so why don't we go into conceal? And I don't know where that drone went, but why don't we move over here to get better eyes on the Andromedon for next turn. Oh, there's a drone. I saw him, he's upstairs someplace. Does that mean... wait, where did he go? Suddenly I have really bad FPS. Can I combat protocol the Andromedon? Answer, of course not. I meant the drone. No, I can't even see him. Alright, where Macronova is, he has to move because he's currently being flanked. So how do I pull this off? I could move back here and probably smoke everyone. That makes some sense, but then I'm getting further away from the objective. Let's see what the smoke can actually cover here. It can cover not Mr. K and shelves. Either or. Unfortunate. Alright, shelves will probably be fine. I'm really worried about Mr. K. Let's do this. So let's aid protocol Mr. K so that Overwatch doesn't get broken somehow, or has less of a chance of getting broken. And then let's grab Macronova and actually run far away over here. It's technically possible, this was extremely light, that there could be another drone. I mean, this was only 7 things that I've seen. I guess it could be 2 drones, but I doubt it. Here comes the drone. It does activate. It moves down. And it's gonna reaction fire Mr. K. Good thing I gave him that aid protocol. That was exactly what I was worried about. That cut the drone's chance to hit in half. From 52 to 27. Andromedon moves, pulling the Overwatch for Mr. K, who shoots right through a little window, grazing the Andromedon for 4. And the Andromedon apparently just double moves. This guy, even though he might be standing on the fire, is just gonna mark and shoot. He hits Razor. Yep, it doesn't matter though. Razor had damage control, so he took a massive hit for 1. Okay, Sentry moves, shoots Razor, hit for 1. Yep. Who cares? Razor certainly don't. This guy moves up on fire, and that's it. A fascinating thing. Oh. This guy has so much armor, though, is the problem. I think you guys know what I was already thinking right there, but he has so much armor, it's just not gonna work. Alright, one thing I absolutely want to do here is get away with the Macronova from as much stuff as possible. Looks like over here, maybe. Yeah, we can come up to this tile.
No problem, boss.
And then I want to, if possible, use the combat protocol now to break this overwatch. Because that's going to be, what, 2 overwatches, I think, with Guardian, if that's what they have, or Rapid Fire, I don't even know anymore. Very good, it's down. Now then, we're going to grab a Razor first. We need to figure out exactly where we can go that we can hit both of these guys. I don't think, let's see, Razor has very limited range. He could come here and shoot them both, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Even though he'll have the hide cover. Or I could just leave him exposed to the sentry, which actually makes more sense, in my opinion. So let's do that. Let's bring Razor back like 2 tiles right here, exposing him to that sentry over here, giving the sentry even an aim bonus. We don't care. Now we're gonna use Razor's second burnination. Razor, burn those clowns. The one in the front's already on fire, so we won't do extra damage to him. Unfortunately, I was hoping for much higher than 3, but alas, I think we set the one on the back on fire. So at least we're kind of whittling them down. Shelps has an 86, a 69 on that Sentinel, and a 41. Fascinating. Where can she grapple to now? Places with cover, none. I would like to hit this sentry. He's gonna burn a little bit, but not actually die. And we have a 69, so what I might do is walk fire that guy. Instead, for the first shot, 86% on the drone makes a lot of sense. Shelves. Okay, oh, wow. Well, that makes it decent enough that Mr. K could probably kill it. Let's apply a walk fire now over here in the Sentinel to get it down low enough that it hopefully just burns to death. Okay. Or do we just walk fire it for 6? Sounds good to me, I guess. That's craziness. I'm still really worried about this Andromedon, and we're not in a fantastic position here to do many things, but what we can do, at the very least, is, what is his, Mr. K's aim? 57? If he goes on the roof, he'll have a 67? The alternative is to stand here being flanked, reload, and hail of bullets, which is not really a good idea. Let's go up on the roof here with Mr. K. And from this tile, we'll get a little bit of a bonus, 67. Hopefully we hit this and knock this drone out with AP ammo. Oh, yep. Mr. K eliminates the drone.
Did you see that one?
And this leaves now just Varnik, which is fascinating because we know there's Andromedon in here. No one can see it though, so it's gonna move out and then do something next turn. What can we really do about this, is the question. And I don't really think there's much of anything we can do. If possible, can Varnik, like, grapple up here or something? No, it looks like he can only grapple way back here, or just to, like, random places I don't care about. Alright, let's bring him up the stairs then, over to this wall. Somehow we now see the Andromedon. Now the Andromedon's gone. I'm a little bit worried about Shelves just standing here in the open. I might even try to use fallback on her. Or I could command her. What does she have a shot on? That thing, which is, I think, now burning. Yes, it is, so we don't have to worry about that. Or, if I command her, she could grapple, and the Andromedon would have to double move to get someplace. So that makes a lot of sense. Varnik, command Shelves. Very good, and now Shelves, if you'd be so kind as to grapple, like, 1,000,000 miles away. Let's see, where will you end up if I put you here, though? You could reload and maybe run down there, but you might be flanked. I want to get her as far away from the Andromedon while simultaneously getting as close to the sentry as possible. So we'll do that, we'll click reload, and then we'll find... This isn't bad, the sentry couldn't flank her here. Let's do that. So Shelves is now completely safe with her 8 HP. McRunner's in a little bit of risk from being flanked by that sentry, but it's probably more likely to shoot Razor, since Razor's marked. This guy burns. His first burning. He'll burn again next turn. Andromedon runs out, still not in line of sight of anybody. Oh! Did it? I hope it double moved. Wow. Okay, Andromedon's running up there to flank Mr. K because that's what it wants to do. Here we go, Razor. Shot from a sentry, standing in the open. Hit 4-1. Again, damage control reapplied. Hopefully you guys can see how unbelievably, stupidly, mind-numbingly overpowered and broken armor is right now. Because I've been hit, what, 4 times standing in the open for 1? And that's about as good as they're ever gonna get, to be entirely honest with you. It's really dumb. Anyway, we're still standing in the fire, so why the hell move? Let's just launch a rocket right here. Wait, before we launch that rocket, let's see where these guys are. I don't want to kill them by the mistake. They're right there to the right here. We want to just take this cover out and knock away this Overwatch. So that looks good. Boom, Razor. Holy, be careful, Razor. There's civilians in there. Actually, I guess that's going to cut down on our time because we need to get through there anyway. Now we don't have to go around. So there's that at the very least. Overwatch is now removed and that guy's standing in the open. I brought Shelbs over here for a reason, and the reason was to come over and shoot these guys, but it looks like the guy's actually moved now, and Shelbs can't get a shot. In fact, she went so far away, she can get a shot on absolutely nothing. Wow, that's fascinating. Okay. Well, this was a super tricky one, and it's primarily tricky because these Andromedons, who are otherwise complete pushovers in the context of a 5-man squad, are insane. 4 armor, 24 HP, and then even when I kill it, I have to kill it again. Like, when I have 7 or 8 people, they're a joke, but then when I have 5, they're really, really, really ridiculous. So that's a fascinating aspect of what's going on right now. But here's the strategy after about 5 minutes of thought. Number 1, Macronova. Aid to Protocol Varnik. Number 2, I'm actually gonna leave this thing here. I've been successfully just playing like a ring around the Andromedon, so I'm gonna keep trying to play that. I wanna move all the way back here as far as possible, out of line of sight of that thing, potentially so that it would have to dash down again. We'll just dash Mr. K out of the way. And the reason I'm doing this right now is because I wanna get Varnik and I wanna get Lone Wolf up. So now that Mr. K is out of the way, this should be... Okay, no, let me just scale or focus through everyone again, because nobody should be within 7 tiles of him. Mr. K is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10 tiles. So, however, I'm still not getting Lone Wolf with Varnik. That's interesting. I wonder if Lone Wolf computes during your turn only. So if you move someone away, you can't then get it, which is really, 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 really bad in the context of what's happening right here. Because I don't have I wanted to Lone Wolf up to slice this guy. If I single move, I think I'll lose the mobility to be able to hit him. We're gonna find out though. Let's bring Varnik down here. I think this might put him in the line of sight of the Andromedon, unfortunately, which is not where I want to be. He's obviously gonna lose concealment going through the window and stuff. Not important. Yeah, we actually can't see the Andromedon. That's fine. Now, can I slice? I still can slice him, but I still don't have Lone Wolf. Now I bet Mr. K's in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Do I have Lone Wolf? Lone Wolf. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting Lone Wolf here. Because I am clearly 7 tiles away from everyone. And I moved and I'm still 7 tiles away and I still don't get Lone Wolf. Okay, well, that being as it is, I think it's too big of a risk, so let's run Shelbs up as far as we possibly can. Let's see if Varnik can now command Shelbs. This is really not working out like I'd like. Yes, we can. However, what does Shelbs have a shot on this thing? What makes more sense, to slice this thing with a 73 or to give Shelbs a chance to shoot it? She has really good aim. Varnik, however, hits quite a bit harder, so I think I'm just gonna run Varnik into the open, and 68? Wasn't it a 78 just now? Why is it going down? Oh, because it got more tax sense is why. It was a 73, right. Okay, and I still don't have Lone Wolf. Alright, well, I think then the smartest plan, if I stay here, the Andromedon might move up and just shoot Varnik. If I move, it might not, but I don't want to risk a 68. To kill a sentry, that's very, very, very important. But what will Shelbs have for odds is the question. I wish I could see. I know there's not enough action points, but what are the odds? Oh, there we go, now I can see. Apparently when you hit fire, she has a 69. Okay, well, between the two of them, I'm just gonna have to run Varnik up here then. It's better than blowing the command because I think we'll be further away from the Andromedon. 68% of Varnik. Moving Shelbs up just cost me an extra 5% to hit. Very unfortunate. Nice! Varnik MVP this mission. Absolutely. Now then, Macronova, I want you to combat protocol this officer for 4, giving it a 66% chance to burn at the end of the turn. Okay. And that'll do it. Let's do a little bit of the old slow-mo 1.2 while we wait. This thing burns to death for 3. Now we have just the Andromedon. And it's out of line of sight. And also kind of a doofus. So it's gonna run down the hill. And now it's gonna shoot at Mr. K in high cover across the map. And 25% miss. Okay then. Do I want to even waste the time to fight that? I kind of want to check this tower with Macronova. I'm not sure where I could do that from, maybe here. I don't think he'll be even able to do it, and I really need to focus on getting up here into a position where I can hack these things, like next turn. So why don't we just dash Macronova all the way back here. Next turn he can move in and hack the objective, if nothing else. It looks like we probably can take out this Andromedon now, if we want to. But doing so is going to require some reloads and some hail of bullets for number 1, Mr. K, a murder Andromedon. Okay, we hit for 7. Wait, how is that possible? Because I had AP ammo, and what does Mr. K hit for? I actually don't remember anymore. I'll have to figure that out later. Well, with that being the case, I don't see us really having a lot of opportunity to execute this thing. I could come down here and 83% slice it, but it's got so much armor. What good is that really gonna do? Razor could suppress it, though. He does have the ammo. And meanwhile, Shelbs can maybe move up to a place where she can... Oh yeah, Shelbs can definitely move up to a place where she can shoot it. If she kills it, it becomes a robot, and then it has to run in melee, if I remember correctly. So 84% Shelbs stand in the open. Okay. We hit it once for that, apparently. It has 1 HP remaining. You know, I wonder if Razor can just, like, take this thing out from over here. Let's move up and find out. We move up 45%. That's horrific. Don't care. Razor, shoot. And a miss.
Missed the target. I'm running low on ammo.
All right. Well. Wait. I didn't use Shelbs' second turn, and now she doesn't have a turn. No, because I moved into the street and then shot. Okay. So let's do this. Let's move up to whatever this tile is. We'll use Varnik to command Shelbs to execute this doofus, turning him into a dumb robot who is of really no valuable functional purpose to his friends. Sorry, robot. You lose.
I might need this.
Now, I just heard the loot noise. That's interesting. I didn't know Andromedons drop loot on their first phase. It's actually kind of fascinating. So now it's gonna run up and try to punch Mr. K, spitting acid all over the place. Alright. Well, I have one very nice answer to this. But before I engage with it, let's have some fun. Do these things explode? I don't think so. Shelbs, can you shoot it? No, but you could move and shoot it. So why don't we do that to start off? Let's move towards the objective so we can get out of here if we need to. Shelbs 99, Andromedon. Okay, hit for 11. Now this begs a very interesting question. Can Mr. K... Unfortunately, he's a little far away from it, but what if I were to walk up here next to it and give him the opportunity to knife fight at 96%, Mr. K? Stab that Andromedon for all its health.
Not too shabby.
Good lord, Mr. K, how do you even pull these things off? Let's get Varnik down here to grab the loot since he's like super McRunner guy. He can take care of it, no problem. Also slow-mo, because it looks like we actually get out of all of this somehow. And we grab Elite Expanded Magazine. That's a lot of loot. Fascinating. Alright, let's bring Macronova into a place where he can hack the objective right now, but also maybe potentially move out or up or something next turn and try to hack that tower. Then again, there might be a tower out here someplace. Why don't we go find out by dashing Razor up into the open? Looks like we have just Macronova left at this point. Any other towers? I mean, there's almost always 2 towers. I think there are actually always 2 towers. Where would the second one be, though, if it's not visible? I have no idea. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Actually, I can hack the objective next turn. This is where I wish Gutcha again had implemented that feature they want to implement, where you can see if you can hack the towers or not. Okay, well, forget that. Let's just come in here then. We may or may not hack the tower, I don't know, but what we are gonna do is hack this objective. So, a small alloy cache, large intel. I do need the intel. I think 40 intel is a lot better. Let's go for this one, it's a little bit easier. 70%! A Macronova! Grab us that intel! Nice! This is actually really, really, really good. Because I was thinking about it from the strategic map, which I'll get to when we finish this mission. I desperately need to expand towards the black site. I might actually lose the campaign if I don't do that. And what I have been doing instead of doing that is focusing more on... Toby Reed. Yeah, anyway, I've been focusing more on, like, trying to just find missions I can try to do with 5 people for balance reasons. Which is not the best way to win the campaign. It would be kind of stupid if I lost the campaign solely because I was just trying to, like, do balancing things. Why can't this person get out of here? Apparently this person's blocking the way. Alright, everybody out. Yep, that was a nice zoom in on a tree there. What's this? Oh! Right! This is a thing now because of that dark event. Is he gonna go punch Mr. K? Yes, he is. Wait, no. Yes? Yes? Mr. K, do a battle roll! Okay. At least doesn't get penetrated through the armor. And here comes the reinforcements. Now then, I need to worry about kind of getting out of here. The Faceless will just, like, double move after us the whole way. Everyone can probably get out in 2 turns, except Mr. K. Actually, Varnik will have to probably dash 2 turns to get out. Even 3 turns, and he's the one who has the ability to shut down the reinforcements. Actually, he doesn't even have that. So I massively miscalculated by bringing him down here. Alright, well, it looks like we might be fighting reinforcements then. So with that being the case, Mr. K, run up to this Faceless and a knife fighter at 96%! Stabby, stabby! Hit for 5, good enough. The reasons that is good enough is because I really need to get a Varnik all the way across the map here. So right now I'm gonna flesh with him all the way down there. It looks good, 100%. That'll execute the Faceless, no problem. I could have done that first, I suppose. I was thinking of using Reaper and then using the bonus move to keep moving. I could have got the kill with Mr. K if I wanted, but alas, I didn't. It looks like if we are gonna fight these guys, then let's just get everybody out. I might try to grab the network tower at the same time. So, yep, everybody is out. I don't know what the reinforcements are gonna be, but they can't be that bad. Let's move up here with Razor. We'll Overwatch a Macronova. Could you hack that tower from here? Maybe. Let's find out. Yes, we can. What is the tower? Override large alien alloy cache, 64. That would be fantastic. I don't care about the immunity. Oh, wait. Map alert. That's completely and utterly irrelevant. 64%. Macronova. Nice. What's that? 20 alloys, I think it is. That's a pretty big haul. That's like a supply raid worth of alloys. And then Shelbs, I guess just move. She is kind of slow. We'll move sort of towards the evac and Overwatch. And all of these guys are just gonna get out. Boom, we got all 6 of them out, at least. There's that. And then we'll Overwatch with Razor. And we are gonna have to apparently fight these reinforcements. That Faceless was actually kind of a big time delaying strategy there. So it looks like we got double mech, gunner, and something else. Sergeant, maybe? I can't tell. It's dark green. Sergeant M2? Oh, and they're way over there by the reinforcements. I mean, by the evac, rather, not the reinforcements. Huh. Fascinating. Oh, and there's another solo drone who was on the other side of the map. Okay, and Shelbs shoots and hits for 6, very nice. Shreds for 1 in the process. Let's see here, Varnik, can you indeed slicey dice? You do, oh, 98 on this mech archer. Varnik, you're just gonna be the hero, the absolute hero. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this awesome. We're gonna pop Reaper. Yep. I didn't even know that was a custom audio. Let's end the Reaper turn in the cover, close to all the other stuff as possible. Looks good. Varnik, cross the map as Reaper. God, look at him. He's like hurdling, he's climbing things, he's running off of roofs, he's jumping. And, most importantly, he's a slicing, and he's a dicing. Varnik, the executor of mechs. Alright, we get less and less damage, I think, with Reaper. Is that how it works? I can't remember. We can't quite kill that thing, but we could definitely take out the heavy gunner, and definitely not the sergeant. So there's a chance this longbow might explode us. As such, we probably want to move up here. Mr. K, believe it or not, has not taken a shot for like 4 hours. Let's get him up, let's see, get him cover relative to this drone. Well, we can't really do that. I guess we could do it here. That looks good. He's gonna be exposed, but I think we're fine on that front. What can McRunner do for hack? We have a 58 on the drone. He could probably move up here and shut down this mech. And that just leaves us the issue of these guys out here. Most notably, this sergeant. Is there any way we can grapple? Well, yeah, we can grapple, but it's not gonna give us the ability to kill that sergeant, unless, actually, it does. Shelbs has only 1 shot left. Alright, 94. Let's do this. Let's grapple with Shelbs to a place where we can then drop down and get a shot, maybe, on that sergeant. If I was up here, she could probably... Yeah, it's gonna be in high cover, so I don't know if she'll even be able to hit it. Alternatively, we could move her outside and try to kill the gunner, but I know I can kill the gunner with Varnik, so... Yep, I guess we're just gonna have to risk this. Shelbs, grapple to the roof. Very good. Now you have a 100 on that drone still, and that's it. I don't understand. Oh yeah, I guess the high cover's blocking the mech. That's fine. Ooh, Shelbs can get in and get not like... She was so close. 2 tiles or 3 tiles more movement and she would have been there. But we don't have it. So instead, let's come to this high cover relative to the sergeant. And then we just need to get 1 really good shot. 35%. High cover 45, tech sense 15, dodge 10. Or defense 10, dodge 2. That's awful. And we can't, well, I guess I can blow a free reload and I could walk fire. Because all I need to do is some damage, and she also has shred, and with Graze, that's a 75. Shelbs, go for it. Awesome. That shreds it down to 6. That's within killable range for Varnik, and you know what this means. Since everybody's grouped up now, let's pop incoming. I think that'll hit the whole squad, just in case. One of these days I might actually use it, but we'll see. Until then, we're gonna flesh again. 10 for 14, we'll hit the gunner, no problem. We'll just rip him apart. See you later, gunner. Varnik greets you cordially. That was so cordial, though. He just, like, collapsed. That's all he did, was collapse. This kind of worries me, though. I'm not a huge fan of the odds of this. However, I'm gonna do it regardless. 81% Varnik. A 3rd Reaper is a charm. A slice and a dice! Yes, Varnik!
I got it, right?
Holy Varnik-a-thon, Batman. Unbelievable. Well, I've run out of thingies with McRunner. I could come up here and maybe shut down the drone, but then McRunner might get stunned by this other drone, slowing his movement down. But does that really matter in the long haul? Probably not, because I think he can get out with Varnik covering him. So up we go, McRunner. Let's see what your odds are to Haywire Protocol this longbow, and the answer is 78. Or alternatively, I have 100 to shut down the drone. Well, I don't think we have any chance to kill that thing. Unless, maybe, somehow Varnik can crit it? I'm not sure. Varnik can hit for 7 to 11 and maybe crit it. You know what? I think we'll be okay with this. Let's do it. Varnik, get up there at 100%. Slice the longbow. We're not gonna kill it, but at least you'll end your turn in a glorious style. Wow, hit for 8. Very nice. With this being the case, we'll probably pop Fortify on a Razor. And let's move up right in front of this mech. I want to see what kind of odds I have. Razor only has a Sten gun. That's really not going to be very good. 3 to 6. Yeah, it's impossible for him to kill it. You know what I could... No? What's more worrisome to me? A drone with lots of red fog shooting Macronova and giving him disorient. He has ablative armor, it probably won't even go through, so we probably don't have to worry about that. I think what's more worrisome is this longbow shooting a rocket on itself and knocking us all down.
Let's take it.
So let's see if Macronova can hide roll variance. He's got a 78 to begin. 85, very good. Macronova. Oh, Macronova, you couldn't pull the hack trick off. Awful. Absolutely awful.
Enemy AI still active.
Okay then, I guess I probably should have suppressed this thing instead of moving close with Razor, because now I really don't have any option other than to shoot it 90% and apply some red fog.
Right on the margin.
Yep, hit for 1. We had to either graze it or min roll it. Here comes the drone. Looks like it just double moves across the map. There goes the longbow, but he went inside where he... What is he doing? Is he gonna... He's gonna micro-missile... he hits Razor for 0 and only shreds a point of armor. Is what just happened. Also, didn't Razor's health just go up? I thought he got hit 4 times. He never... How did that happen? Do I need to, like, watch the replay of this later on to figure out what's going on? Because I certainly don't know. Alright, well, we know a couple things. Number 1, Shelbs is here with this really fun thing called Shelbs Point Blank. God, I haven't used that in forever. It's just been like both barrels. Anywho's, do we care about the drone? Actually, the drone may, in fact, have loot. But we're gonna have to kill it with someone who's super fast. And who that someone's gonna be is actually a Varnik. So let's come out here with Macronova.
I can handle that.
And then we'll grab a Varnik. We have a 73 flesh on the drone. You know what? Good enough for me. 83 with a graze or whatever. Let's take it. I don't know what kind of weird route Varnik's taking. But whatever, it's dead. Did we get any loot? No. That was just a waste of time. Okay, everyone else can now dash out, including Macronova, who I only moved there to get line of sight to put up the Varnik's slice. And I think rather than actually evac, I'll just end the turn first. Let's go slow-mo 1.5. Wow, more reinforcements though. That's fine. It's just interesting that they have more of them. And then we grab Mr. K, we get out. Who's left? Macronova, you're out.
Moving out.
Shelbs, you're out.
Got it.
No reason to stick around. Actually, I guess there's no reason not to stick around. Let's do full reloads, enter. Oh, hello.
Got some advent
That's
here.
a big reinforcement. Okay then.
Called in some friends.
And here comes more reinforcements. We've definitely hit to the Gallery. 99% shelves. Let's get some kill XP. I'm so sick of you not having rapid fire. Okay, sure. I guess we can do that also. Any other chance of us killing anything? Probably not. Great Archon? I don't think so. Let's just take a 62 with shelves on this sectoid. Hope for luck. Shelves. Oh, yep.
I definitely got that one.
I am just farming and farming. That's what I'm doing. Let's reload with Mr. K. What can he kill? This Viper has 9, 13, 9. I guess this Sidewinder. Can't graze it, because Halo Bullets goes right through dodge, so boom. A little bit of kill XP for Mr. K.
How about that?
And now what? A Razor has no other options left, and a Macronova is really out of functions here. So I guess we're done. Varnik, if you wouldn't mind getting in the evac. And away we go.
Let's go.
One turn remaining. Fascinating. Well, it definitely was not flawless. Razor's the only one who took damage, and he took 3 points of damage. We killed 17 enemies, and that was on extremely light. If that was very light, it would have been pretty much impossible. So that's fascinating. It feels as though the HP scaling of stuff might need to be less on these kind of missions and more on like the supply raid kind of missions, like the Andromedon, who just took forever to actually chew through. But yeah, I don't know, let me know what you guys think about trying to make this sort of mission more viable in the late game. I think it was really fun, that's for sure, but also the fact that I couldn't lose with Razor just being invincible. Like, absolutely invincible. I couldn't lose. So that needs to be fixed. And I think the enemies... Yeah, if this was even light, very light, it would have been almost impossible, so... Oh, we'll see. For now, strategy.
Executed to the highest standards. Excellent work, command.
Mr. K, what do you want to do today? Your aim is pretty terrible, so chain shot doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Mr. K is a lot about knife fighting, though. And with knife fighting, you sometimes get stabbed, so let's give him formidable. Also, he has very low health. Razor's only wounded for 4 days. If I had taken the skill... Why did he only get wounded for 4 days? That's like a 1 HP wound. I think there's some kind of weird interaction with damage control and HP going on. I'm gonna have to watch the video again. Or just watch it, period. No, because now he has 3 points of wounds. What? What's going on? Regardless, in this sort of case, when you plan to take damage on a tank, it makes a lot of sense to have a specialist with the ability that reduces wound time. I don't have that, but yeah. I did get 20 alloys and 40 intel. If I was doing a full stealth mission, I don't think I would have gotten... What was it, the alloys at the end? But I would have probably gotten the intel. Elite expanded magazine, that's fantastic for one of our gunners. Elite hair trigger, very nice for probably one of the gunners. Advanced laser sight, I think we have 1 million of those, we're fine. 4 to rebels though, very, very nice haul, all in all. Toby Reed, awaiting our orders, Jennifer something. Let's go look at who these people are and what their stats are. Toby Reed has 16 mobility and low HP and high will. Jennifer Taylor's 16 mobility, almost identical. Weird, but she has very high dodge and very negative defense. If it wasn't for the fact she had no HP, she'd make a great tank. But yeah. Alright, what now? Looks like I don't have the second slot filled. Can I put Varnik in? I could. Deep cover. I don't know how useful that is. Ooh, but he could go clutch shot and pick up the red screen and the pistol. God, I want someone to be able to do clutch shot with Book of Eons to allow Wade Anthony to hack things. I'm not sure who yet. Macronova can get Sprinter. Yep, boom, done. Sprinter, #1 favorite perk in game. I think we can indeed train Varnik. It might make sense to do that. +1 damage is very nice, but you know what? So is Scavenger. I think I'm just gonna go Scavenger. Because I only need 1 person to do the damage, and it's gonna be probably whoever goes on the final mission. So what the heck was I doing in the strategy? I think, now that I have all this intel, I want to immediately... Absolutely... Oh, wow. Four people... I didn't even realize I had already that many. Let's go full intel. All 13. Can't even do anything with these ones. We'll just keep them on hiding. I think now I want to go make contact with West Asia, even though it's going to cost double. I do have the intel to do it. Let's check out these missions, because I have to boost some of these. This one is just a jailbreak, but I think that one we have enough. Yeah, that one we're going to fully infiltrate. This Varnik mission we have to boost, but we'll get our intel back if we succeed. This one I don't think we were planning on boosting yet, we were not. And this one, 7 hours, I think we were planning on boosting this. Yes. So yeah, we'll be fine to go contact that region, but at the same time, we only have 7 hours until this next mission, so why don't I just hang out here? And this is done, and who is this again? I have no idea. It says Wade's Wise. Was I trying to do a full-on battle here? Because this isn't even going to be 100%. Let's boost it and see. 93%, but we did actually hit. We got very lucky, and we hit the 100% threshold at 93. So that brings it down to very light. And this is going to be Liberation, Rescue a VIP from a Vehicle, Wade's Wizen Wazox. Look like I sent in 5 or 6 people on this. Can't really tell, because they're all kind of messed up. So, yeah, that'll be the next mission. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.